Hello everybody, I'm BeakerTeck, also known as Keegan, and welcome back to City Skylines. Now, right off the bat, before we do anything else, I just want to address the fact that yes, my voice sounds slightly different, and by slightly I mean quite different to what it normally would. I am currently sick and my throat is dying. I've taken loads of pills, loads of throat lozenges, all that kind of stuff, and I have water. I don't know if you can hear that water right beside me, so I may have to stop and take a couple drinks. But I knew I had to record, knew I had to get some episodes out for you guys, so I went right ahead and recorded anyway. And I've just realized that I have left trees in the middle of my train track here. So let's go ahead and remove those while we talk about what exactly we just did in that little intro. So if you've watched my previous episode of this, you will know that we had some water issues where our roads and our train tracks were flooding, and I'm still not quite sure what caused the flooding, because I don't remember changing anything really about this area, so I can't think what would have caused the issue, but the issue was there. So what I've done is I've gone ahead, I've raised these areas, which does look a bit weird, and I kind of think that a softened terrain brush, with a nice large size, wouldn't go amiss here. Maybe even slightly bigger. Something like that, just to smooth out the backs of these a little bit. And on this side as well. Because, yeah, it kind of looks a little bit weird here, but as you saw, I tried a couple times to get this side to go, like, flat. It just needed to be this height. It didn't need to go up. But for some reason, it wanted to, so I let it, it's fine. And then in here, I lowered the level of the water just so everything would work a little bit nicer. So, with that out of the way, we have caused a little bit of a shortage of water. That's right. This will catch up. This little wave will disappear eventually. But what I wanted to do was actually pull off a little river through town and have it join sort of down on the beach. I'm not sure where exactly on the beach. It might even run sort of this way and out. But I definitely want to bring it off and bring it through town. So, what I'm going to... In fact, actually... Oh, I know what I'm going to do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have along this section is going to be canal. Okay? So let's go ahead and bring a deep canal in. Bring it with a curve. The sort of here, right? That's going to be our deep canal. It's then going to come... Actually, no. We're going to bring it this side of the road. We'll then switch into a medium canal. And then we'll go to a shallow canal. Now I want this to run basically directly alongside the road here. And I will actually go and redo the road to match the canal. So we'll bring this all the way down and out. We'll then switch this, bring this back by one. We'll bring this in as a medium. And then we'll grab a deep one and we'll bring it out sort of there. Lovely. So if we go ahead and hit play, that will sort of absorb a crap ton of water and hopefully fill up, right? That's hopefully going to fill up. Then what I want to do is bring out some water from this section. And the question is going to be, where do I want it to run from? And what angle do I want it to run through? I kind of want it to come out here. And maybe through town. I want to have some bridges through town, okay? So what we might do is start bulldozing its path. It's going to come off here, through here, 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 and it's going to be running on this sort of diagonal. It's going to come across this way, and then sort of back, and we'll have two entrances. We'll have one here and one here. So let's go ahead, grab our terrain tools, we'll grab our level terrain, and we'll just drop that size just a little bit. We don't want it that big. That'll do. And we want this height here, okay? Because that, if I go ahead and bulldoze these, that's a perfect size, right? So I want this to sort of meander its way up to here. Lovely. And then I also want it to split off like so. I will go ahead and just get rid of all these trees. We'll just clean this area up a bit. There we go. We'll go ahead and add stuff back in a little bit later. I will now need to continue with the bulldozing of houses and buildings and all that kind of stuff. Go here, we'll get rid of these. Gonna come through here. That angle's not quite right, actually. But then again, it might just have to be shrunk a little bit. And then all of these as well can disappear. Lovely. And yeah, I think what I'm actually going to do is resize my brush. This is going to come back. We'll bring it back to sort of here. And then what I want is to bring this down more like that. And I'm actually going to go ahead and resize this even smaller. I'm going to do that. Bulldoze that. Lovely. And then what I need is some way to get my canal there. But I don't think that's going to work. If I put on anarchy. Yeah, I don't have key. Oh, no, I do have key. I don't know what happened to my voice there. I do have key anarchy, but it doesn't seem to want to work here. If I do that. Okay, so it drops the terrain level down there, which is not ideal. So I don't know how. Maybe, if I undo all of this terrain work that I've just done, we go and we bring this all back. Bring it all back. All the way back. Boom, 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 boom. We'll do something like this. Then we'll give our smoothing tool a go, and we'll smooth it all out. Here, we'll do some smoothing. We'll do some leveling. Boom, 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 boom. And what I'll do is I'll actually do all of that stuff that we just did, but with canals instead. So just smooth it out. Smooth out the edges. Lovely. And then what I'll do is I'll use a canal for all of this work here. So this is a shallow canal there. And then I want it to be a shallow canal all the way through town, like so. And we're going to have one coming off. I want it to come sort of this way and in. And then we'll go medium, about here, and then deep, about here. Lovely. That just controls the sort of flow of water. Make sure that you don't flood your town too much. And then we'll have another one coming off sort of here, which will then change to medium, and then to a little bit of deep there. So with that done, I now need to get rid of some of these floating trees. We don't want too many floating trees around the place. And start adding back in all of the roads, which I believe were just stock standard 2 lanes. And if I have road anarchy on, right, it works really nicely. I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the pillars. Maybe it's this one. None? Yes. And as you can see, it clips in, but that looks really good. Right? I like how that looks. And the fact that it adds the bridge in, oh, it just looks so perfect. I'm gonna go ahead with a straight road this time. All the way to there. And what I actually want is for that to use, I believe I have the ability to do this. I'd like this to use force elevated. Yes, that's what I want. Boom. So that whole section has got those guardrails on it. And I think that just looks the best, right? It fits in with what's going on. Now this way we'll do normal road to here. Why are you not snapping? There we go. Do normal road, and we'll do normal road, and then force elevated to there. This will do straight across, force elevated, if you would snap, please. Maybe not. Okay. Normal, then this way, then force elevation to there. And this is going to be the hardest one, trying to match this curve up. You know what? I'm just going to go force elevated the whole way. Boom, like that. And I think that looks really cool. I like how that works. Let's go ahead and hit play on the game and watch the water freak out. Absolutely freak out as it enters these canals. That's okay. You guys have no power. Ah, of course you don't. Because the zoning's gone. Okay, bear with me. Green, 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 green. Blue, green. This section here. Oh, what are you? Hang on. You are the police station. I don't want to get rid of you. Is that really going to have to do... Is that all the zoning I can get on these? Yeah, because these... Ah. We'll have to see whether this connects things up. It's not going to. What I'm going to have to do is place one of these. Boom. Just there. And in fact, I'll go ahead and, just for sake of design, put one on each bridge. I think they kind of fit in. I think they kind of work. And I like how they look. And it just adds that little bit of detail into the place as well. I kind of like it. We'll put one on the other side as well in a diagonal line. Boom. I like how those look. It's just that little piece of detail. You're driving along, you see weird things, you go, I wonder what that does. And you never know. Like, you never know what those things do. But now you do. They're power transformers. And it's awesome. And here comes the water. So it has come in from the beach, which is very nice. Filled in the whole way along. It has flooded, but that will hopefully sort of subside, not subside, as it sort of evens out, because obviously that's the two sides coming together, merging, splashing up, and just completely annihilating everything. But also, it's got a way out here. So we'll probably get another splash up here. You can see it's sort of this low point normally indicates you're going to get a bit of a splash somewhere. And if we come back, boom, look at that. That looks really cool. I like that. I really, really like that. What I want to do, actually, is come in with some trees. I want to go with a single, and I want to go with a curved line, and I want the nice... what kind of trees do I want? I could go with these, but they don't seem that sort of detailed, which is frustrating. We could go... I want something that's really going to stand out, right? So red could look quite neat. That could look really cool. Or it's either going to be those red ones or the tall, bright green ones, like so. We got that option. We have got the red option, if I can find it. Here we go. Come on, game. Okay, so that has glitched out now. Come back to me. There we go. All right. That's fine. Not quite sure what happened there. We got the red ones, which look like that. Or we go with something like the... Is that the poplar? Cypress. Poplar are the other type. Or we go with something like that. I kind of like the reds, actually. I think I'm going to go with red. So I'll do a line of the red trees on either side of the river canal area, which has, at the moment, sort of emptied, which is a little bit of a shame. So I might have to go and put a water source somewhere near here, just to sort of add to the flow of water, because it is looking a little empty, which is kind of sad. Yeah, I think adding a water source in here. I'll just go ahead and pause. Obviously, that's going to flood everything. So let's just go ahead, bring that down. I don't want to flood too much. We've got a water source here as well, which I'll just lower a little bit. There we go. And I'm kind of tempted to put one in down here and just lower that as well, just to increase the beach sort of level here. It'd be nice to have a bit higher water level on the beach, not such a large sand area. Be kind of nice. So that seems to be pulling water in, which is not ideal. So let's go ahead and raise that up. There we go. That's what I want to see. This one. What are you doing? You seem to be doing nothing at this point, which is kind of frustrating. So let's go ahead, pull you up just a little bit. Spit out a little bit more water for me, please. I just want to see these things get full. Full is the word I'm looking for. Let's see how those go. And I will work on some other stuff. We could, of course, what we could do is upgrade these to medium. Is that gonna bring in more water, or is it going to lower the water level even more? I'm really not sure. What about if I upgrade? No, I'd like to upgrade, please. Upgrade tool. There we go. What happens if I do that? If I do shallow the whole way, what happens to my water? Is a very good question. It does seem to be pulling in a little bit more water. Maybe, possibly. Ah, no, it's actually higher than the water level out here. That's the issue. Let's go ahead and put these all as deep. Okay. If I do deep, it sucks in a crap ton of water. Actually, I want these ones shallow. I just want that one deep. So it sucks in loads of water. And then for some reason, these won't upgrade, which is a bit of a problem. So again, we'll do that here. We'll go shallow, shallow, and then we'll go medium, 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 medium. These won't let me upgrade. These, however, will. And hopefully that brings in some more water. We shall see. If I do this the whole way, like that, we will let that sort of go and see what happens. And I will go ahead and add in all of my trees. And then from there, we can take a look. Going to need a slightly sharper angle on this, actually. I'll go to there. There. Try this again. There and there. Do this line is nice and easy. This line should be pretty easy as well. Just to there. And then last one out to this bridge. Boom, like that. Not going to do along the beachfront here. I have a different plan for that. We'll get into that in another episode. Speaking of which, I believe it is time to end this episode. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, smash that like button. And also don't forget to hit subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.